Switchback. Switchback.
Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another daily episode. Cubero back again. Kitt, Speedy, and this Saurian. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves today. On this fine Tuesday-ish. I'm again recording Monday, so I don't really know what day of the week, let alone what month it's in. It's all a blur. It's been a blur for too long. Oh man, so stream left off. I was near a Saurian-ish thing that was driving me insane. So would be behind me? Yeah. We're gonna go and wreck it. I got some bottles. I sold off all the junk. I did the off-camera grind that I like to do off-camera because it sucks. And it's a pain in the butt. And nobody wants to watch me make potions. Or buy bottles. Or sell junk. Or kill a Saurian. Or was it a Saurian or was it the Cyclops? I guess it was a Cyclops. Because he was hitting me for a... Look at that. I remember now. Jerk. I remember you all too well. Yeah, you can come down to my level. Come down here, buddy. Let's get on a level that I can actually fight you on. You drive me insane. Insane in the membrane. Oh yeah? See if we can get him. I remember that I got him down pretty close without, before he actually just finally frickin' killed me. Now, let's see if I could do it without taking a potion. Because that was the biggest hurdle I had. Oh man, you're gonna wreck the stream. Here you go, buddy. There we go. Hey. Oh, I got him down almost half. See, this is what keeps on getting me is I keep on missing these guys. Look, I'm flying, but I'm not hitting them for anything. No. I have to take a potion. Kind of like what I knew. The only thing I can do with these guys is to take them out with the big bada booms. And then just kind of whack at him a little bit. Because once I do this, like he just... I don't know. It's like there's an invisible barrier between me and the Cyclops. And it's been for a little while. I don't know if it's because I found this ability, but look, I'm not hitting him for diddly, and then I hit him, and I don't. There we go, and then I miss again. Oh, poor Speedy. There we go. Well, we should be able to kill him off. And if it only takes one potion, or two, that's okay. You know, I wonder if it's possibly because his hands are so bloody large and he wrecks me with them. There we go. Oh god, we leveled up again. Well, we've been leveling up a bit recently. Holy crap. Warrior stuff. No, that's okay. Yeah, the only thing I did was I upgraded the right weapon, which was a longsword. So I got rid of the one that had the three... what would you call them? The little fire blah blah blahs and things. Yeah, we're not going back to that forest. We'll go back through the forest though. Not to go into it, but there is the next boss battle just past it. Back up here. Or do I... Yeah, why don't we go that way? No, we'll head up towards the forest again. That way we can cut across and then over. At least the forest, I know where it is. So it's not going to be that bad. So yeah, I just, been a busy day. It's been a really busy day. A good busy. I mean, nothing bad. I mean, I had to work yesterday, for me, which was a couple of days ago. For you guys, slow day at work, which was really kind of weird. Not our normal Sunday. We're usually fairly steady and fairly busy. But it just kind of died off. And I think that happens about every year. Florida has the weirdest thing. It's, like when I lived up north, the season for when people were, you know, out and doing things was in the summertime. In Florida, it's the direct opposite. In the summer, nobody goes out and does anything because, well, it's too bloody hot to do anything. But we don't have much in the way of tourism in the summer because, you know, everyone goes someplace, you know, nearby them instead of going someplace tropical because, well, who wants to go to a place that's too bloody hot all the time? And that's, you know, and again, people in Florida, we tend to go places that are a little bit cooler to go on vacation in the summertime. But, you know, I don't know, like, I've never been much of a vacation person living down here. I mean, you know, you go to Disney and stuff, but that's like, you know, that's only a couple hours drive away. And then, you know, you go for a weekend, and then that's like no big deal. And that's weird to me. to think that, you know, a place that people come to, like from all over the world, is just like pretty much down the road for me, and it's, you know, not that big a deal. And I remember when I was a kid that going to Disney World was a huge deal. I don't know, but Disney, I've kind of just lost my fascination with Disney itself. I like Epcot Center. That still holds a little bit of mystery for me, because it has a science aspect of things. But for the most part, Universal Studios is actually the one that, whenever I go to Orlando, is the place I like to go to. And that's because the rides, there's like roller coasters and movie stuff and stuff that's up my alley. I'm really not into Disney stuff anymore. Not as much. I mean, I still appreciate it, and I'm still nostalgic for a bunch of the older rides there. And I think it's like I'm at that point where it's been about 10 years since I've been to Disney that I'm kind of getting nostalgic to kind of go back and see. I think the last time I went was with my son when he was 2. So it'd be about 11 years at this point, which is probably long enough to see if things have changed a whole lot. I know that the prices have changed. Holy cow, everything has gotten way expensive up there. But again, one of the perks of being a Florida resident, we get cheaper tickets and stuff, and you know, you can buy seasons passes, and sometimes it's just cheaper to buy a pass than it is to actually like a year-long pass than it is to go for a weekend. And then you have to just plan to go for, you know, multiple times. But Florida, this stuff. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying about work, is that, you know, it's kind of slowed down. So I had a lot of prep work to do, but I didn't have an actual lot of work. The orders were not as busy. And then, of course, Fear the Walking Dead was on TV, and the season started up again. Or the mid-season, or wherever you want to figure out how they do things here. And so I didn't, I watched a part of it, because I'm like, I'm going to watch the whole thing when I get the opportunity. And then I forgot to watch it when I got home, so I'll have to see if the recording of it worked or not. Our DVR, yeah, I don't even know if I set it up. I don't know if my roommate set it up either, so I may just have to wait till it gets aired again, which it usually does. I'll have to double check it. But yeah, I love anything zombie, Walking Dead, blah, 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 the whole thing. It's all good for me. Oh, I'm not going near your forest of hate and pain. I remember this place. It was where I got wrecked a little bit. But that's okay. I'm not here to get wrecked today. I am here to fly through. Man, we are flying for one heck of a long time, though. I just was realizing that, like, not only do we fly far, but we go pretty quick now, which I am good with. Well, I guess we could just go bolting through. I mean, that's the good thing about now is, like, we've already gained one level. Oh god, one level already. We are going to be doing a, I don't know how we're going to do this yet. With the seasons so far, the rule of thumb has been 100 episodes or 100 levels, whatever we hit first. I'm thinking that without even blinking an eye, we're going to be beating that. I think I'll take this one to 100 episodes, or until the update comes out, so I'm not too sure. Again, Wollay did tweet out again the other day, which is kind of nice, monumental, and this time was great. It was another SoundCloud clip of the new music for the dungeons, and I saw it but did not listen to it yet. I got a bunch of notifications from people saying, Wollay tweeted again, and I'm like, whoa, my god, so I went and checked it. I'm like, it's music. Really? So nothing like, you know, monumental or necessary for updates for you guys, but nice to know anyway, you know, nice to know he's still doing something. And I like the music he's been doing for it so far. It's been cute. Definitely definitely nice. I've never actually had the music in the game on. I wonder if I could do that. I don't know if there is. Music volume. I will put it on. I don't even know if it works. I've always turned music off. Because I always have like my own song going. So I don't hear anything. But who knows? But I'll try to see about downloading some of the Wollay music from SoundCloud. See if I can. I know SoundCloud you can sometimes, and sometimes you can't, depending on the artist and if they decide that they want to share it or not. Well, those camels are worth their weight in gold. And there's heart flowers. I'm out of heart flowers too, so I'll be collecting these as much as I can find them. There you guys go. Yeah, you guys want to get wrecked. Ugh. See, that was like 30 XP. It's like, how do you say no to that? You can't. They just die so easily. It's amazing. How you doing there, Speedy? You full up? Oh, good lord. Can we turn around anymore, Rivet? How did I get so turned around? What did I do? I guess I was fighting something and got turned around. Oh. God, the yawn. Yeah. I just did a 2-hour stream tonight of No Man's Sky, so I'm like, I had to sit, I had supper, and I had to sit down and take a break. I think, like, what the heck am I going to talk about? Because I just, like, blah, 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 because you know how I get. I mean, I'm shocked that I could do it. One thing I did do the other night that I was going to want to talk about, I didn't go into much depth or detail about it because I was still trying to process it all. Having lived in Canada for a number of years and grown up around the music and everything that's there, it's interesting because Canadian music is a little bit different than it is in North America, than in the United States. There's a thing in Canada called CanCon, or Canadian Content, with the radio stations. So the radio stations have to play a certain percentage of Canadian music in every hour. I think it's like 30%. And so, because of the limited number of bands and the types of channels, so if you listen to country, you got Canadian country artists or rock artists that kind of like cross over on the genre. And I was listening to alternative, so we get a lot of rock, and alternative rock would kind of trigger through. And Tragically Hip was one of those bands that, when I moved back up to Canada in the late 80s, early 90s, just kind of hit a chord for me because it was the type of music I was digging. I'd never heard that type of music before, and I was very intrigued by it, and I started listening to them. They blew up and became like hugely famous in Canada. The music style changed a bit, and my interest in music changed, and we went different paths. It didn't mean that I did not appreciate them. They still had music that came out that I was interested in, but I was never the huge Canadian uber fan that you know, it tended to be. And Canadian love of the Tragically Hip, or the hip as they like to be called, is monumental. Like it was like any album they brought out was like 4 or 5 singles would come out of it, like easy. And this is going to suck down here. I'm thinking I'm going to just let myself die once and then get the heck out of Dodge, because this is not going to happen. Orange +1s? No. So yeah, yeah, and it's a red pyramid. Why didn't I look at that? Well, we'll go climb it again. And are we going in? No, we're going to go through it. We're going to go over the top and fly out. So yeah, the Tragically Hip never seemed to really branch out into the United States, which was kind of weird for me because, you know, I thought that they would have. I mean, we had, you know, unfortunately, Nickelback and Bare Naked Ladies kind of branch out. But the Tragically Hip just never seemed to hit their stride in the United States. But anyway, to get back onto the topic of what it was, is the other evening they broadcast over YouTube from CBC. CBC is one of the major Canadian broadcasting stations, and they have a YouTube channel, and they broadcast their last concert. The lead singer has been diagnosed with a terminal brain cancer, and they announced that they're going to be doing a tour this summer, and they did it. They traveled all over Canada, and they finished off in Kingston, Ontario, which was their hometown, and it was amazing. I actually just sat here and I watched instead of going out and hanging out with people. I stayed in on Friday night and just watched and got sad and felt, you know, felt pride in my Canadian brothers and sisters, and sadness as well. But it was good. It was nice to see somebody that has, you know, a disease so awful as cancer, that instead of bowing to it and letting it take over, you know, did exactly the direct opposite and continued to do what he loved to do, which was perform and entertain people. And, you know, that in itself was amazing to see, and to listen to the music again. It was nice. It was really, really nice for me. So, yeah. Not a terribly heartwarming thing, but, you know, to see somebody up on stage knowing that maybe one of the last times I'll ever get to watch him perform. But, you know, it's not been officially announced that it's going to be the absolute last concert, or I think it was the last date of that tour. And who knows if they're going to be able to tour again, if his health allows for it or not. So, but yeah, that was quite the thing. So anyway, we are closing in on whatever the heck that place is, and we are closing in on another level. 2 levels in 1 episode again. And this is what happens, guys. You get to a certain level, and it just becomes like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to continue on doing our trek to whatever it is that we were off to. And when we come back, we'll do it now. This is what we've been doing. Putting all of our stuff, we're going to get everything up to 20 on our riding abilities. It makes us get there faster. And then we'll put everything else up into the fighting abilities, and that's what we do. And it just gets faster and faster and better from here. We become an unstoppable force in Cube World. But once again, everybody, thank you for all of your continued support. And I will see you all tomorrow in our next episode of Cube World. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Switchback.